Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
I should dismount here. Master Highwing! Slow down now. There we go. Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Revelio.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell them.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Regarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Reparo.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
That's it. Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with them. Revelio. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots.
It's Totalis.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her it, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Finish what we started. Back from war. Not the brightest child.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you? What a friend.
Like a torch of dragons, do you?
Wasn't nothing.
Someone's been taking out last thing!
That's what you are.
Send it!
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Always going somewhere, that one.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
So this is the underground harbour.
Revelio.
That book, Professor Weasley.
Looking for the book Intermediate
Revelio.
Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the Golden Snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Horcruxes.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for
Revelio.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. Excellent.
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field.
Alohomora. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Alohomora. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Incendio.
He often asks us.
Foolish child.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh.
You're back. Nice to see you again. That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Wilfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea. I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the day.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Expelliarmus, Bombarda! Defender! Bombarda, Confringo, Defendo, Expelliarmus, Levioso, Glacius, Arresto Momentum, Descendo, Repulso, Accio, Flipendo, Incendio.
What are you
Bombarda! Expelliarmus, Confringo, Defendo.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
My mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Expelliarmus!
One less human to worry about.
Arrest. Flipendo! Confringo!
Oh, you think you're so clever. You think you're clever, don't you? I will make you pay. I should defeat you no matter how you shake me.
Levioso! Places! Places!
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Bombarda! Levioso! Cabalso!
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominis has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominis would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Levioso! Accio! Flipendo! Descendo! Also!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. room is taller than it looks.
Accio! Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep at ease. All this grass, it no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine.
Revelio.
Now this is the sort of grave room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some.
Reparo.
Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Accio. Reparo. Accio. Repulsor.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Reparo. Incendio. Reparo. Revelio. Accio. Repulsor.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Accio. Repulsor. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Revelio. Accio.
There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something trouble.
Accio. Leviosa. Imperio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Accio! How gracious of you.
I try.
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Defendo! Confringo! Bombarda! Imperio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio!
That worked. Keep going.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Revelio. Accio. Repulsor. Descendo. Bombarda. Fringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Descendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
For a moment there, I thought that would never end.
Accio. Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio. Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note...
I can't believe it.
What do you suppose is meant by...
I have no idea.
The note advises...
I assure you, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Imperial. Descendo. Confringo. Bombarda. Propendo. Crucio. Places. Pulsar. Defender. Places. Cavolso. Descendo. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Propendo. Springo. Crucio. Imperial. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Repulsor. Incendio.
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Oh, you two seem ready for adventure.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done.
Imperial. Levioso. Descendo. Propendo. Confringo.
All of a random this deserves nice work. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by Hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You won't know.
I'm afraid of heights!
Cover up, boy. Not scared.
Where to go? We have to fight.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most...
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
Where you lead.
The wizard will...
Imperial! Not quiet enough. You're right.
Descendo.
We make a good team.
We do it.
Fight all be discreet.
Know which one I choose?
You won't get away with that.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
For better or for worse, we're in.
One of the best meals.
Expelliarmus.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Hello? I won't rest
too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Revelio.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Incendio!
Must be something around here that can help.
Accio! Wingardium Levioso! Revelio!
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Preparo! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Defendo! Compulso!
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Compulso! Glacius!
Still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
Glacius! Defendo!
I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Stupefy!
I will make you pay.
Defendo! Accio! Levioso! Confringo! It's almost as if they were waiting.
Armor up wise, coming back this way.
Confringo.
Let's get this.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Imperium.
You do that!
Glacius. Repulsor. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defender. Alter. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo.
We certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much a rune symbol above the cavern wall.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Bombarda.
I would be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols. Wasn't expecting that. What do
Revelio.
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help
Sebastian,
us unravel
I think
more
I
of this
found
mystery.
something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Arresto momentum. Levioso. Glacius.
If the triptych let...
She seems to have been everywhere. And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols?
Isadora and Percival Rackham.
Rackham?
Here are some of the memories I've seen.
This is all rather baffling. This place is odd, to be sure. But I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over it. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in...
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she...
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable. Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I recall the statue near Eindel.
It's not like her to forget.
Arresto Memento, Levioso, Accio, Expelliarmus, Defender, Forza, Glacius, Descender, Bombarda, Confringo, Defender, Defender.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's enough already. There she is. Above us. She did make it home. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Defender! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Repulsor! Descendo! Repender!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10, usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Reparo!
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, he's probably looking sad.
What's your step? How lucky for us. Or just raring for a fight.
Suppose she listened to reason.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge so broken?
Defender! Reparo!
Now, if we just return her, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are alive.
The important... Thank you.
Shall we...
I...
Understand.
How could I have been so blind?
Not saying I've
Come in! Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
I drew you into
Why
her
did you buy me a
butterfly
second pair?
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Can't be passed up. Be thankful you have
I'd
socks.
rather have no socks than be dancing like this.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Father, why is he dancing?
See? And you said the charm's come out in the wash, but it
Known
hasn't.
someone so dramatic, just like your father. Anyone who thinks you had an affliction.
Has he been cursed?
Oh, please, can't we take these socks back to Mr. Hill and get me some
When
normal
you pay
ones?
for your own
I
socks,
suspect you
then
have a sharp eye for fashion.
Until
Be sure to
then, you'll
stop by
learn to be
whenever you're
thrifty
about.
And behave. You're starting to cause a scene.
Papa, can we really wash charms out?
Don't be absurd. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Say anything.
You might as well watch if you...
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hello, pardon me?
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was... Pennies. It might...
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost... If you want the shop, and Penny hopes that you do.
What?
Penny cannot be... However, she repeatedly meant... She had... Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You can find Mr. Penny does it.
I don't see why
Hello.
Why?
Yeah? I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can assure you. I should think you'd be happy to have a buyer.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help, I assume.
She did indeed. An exceedingly fair price.
Ah, you are wise to be wary in business deal. No catch, the last...
Yes. An unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby businesses, I'd imagine.
Quick one you are. Do we have a deal?
It does sound intriguing. but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well. But I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money, and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Reparo has saved me more broken.
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Revelio.
Levioso. Reparo.
This will surely be the most successful shop in Hogsmeade. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest. Penny must get back to work.
That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here? Well, that's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem a cunning sort. What fun this will be! For me.
Expelliarmus! Revelio. Expelliarmus! Levioso! Arresto momentum! Levioso! Arresto momentum! Levioso! Arresto momentum! Arresto momentum! Arresto momentum! Arresto momentum! Levioso! Accio! Arresto momentum. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Revelio. 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 Repulsor. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus! Revelio. Lumos.
That's new. Onwards, I suppose.
What the? Who's that?
Bats. Lovely.
Revelio. Accio.
Seems as if I should hang something there.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
These lanterns must belong somewhere.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Levioso, Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far, so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides hear it to my story.
Confringo.
And you'll have to complete both to get to the end.
Bombarda.
I simply adore this blooming place, don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Bombarda.
I'm afraid of the dark.
Bombarda.
Does it worry you that I can see you, but you can't see me? It should.
Lumos. Revelio. Reparo. Whoa. Reparo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Convulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Or do
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
A worthy playmate. Well done.
Defendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Descendo. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Arresto Momentum. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Glacial. Depulso. Descendo. Flipendo. Reparo. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to h3. Nighty-night!
That was the wrong square. I wonder if the chess pieces on the board would indicate where I can't go. Perhaps I can find a way to reveal the path.
Revelio.
This is a bit much.
That wasn't too difficult.
Oh, goodness! I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer. Accio.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this? That's just
Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Accio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Accio. Arresto Momentum.
Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit. You've chosen the scholar. You need more than you've learned from books to best me.